still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Forward in. Check. 53 is mine. Rip left.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's checking. He's going to 54. Why in? Check 31. Check 31. Go. Get out there.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back. Check nickel. Watch the safety creep. Here we go, 47. Heavy. 53's the mark. Swear. Hey.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
What do you think?
Prescott looks to throw on first. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the shit. Here we go. Go to 54. Why in?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. I got one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Elliott running right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
53's mine. Check 53. We're going to 53.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check 26, check 26. Shit, 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Smith, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give to Kamara running right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even getting into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And a return will stop right around the 25. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
2nd and 11. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Kamara. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. A 10th carry for Kamara. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Michael Thomas. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Throw left side complete. It's Hall. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Elliott, stiff-armed him. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now. This to Jarwin. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Smith. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. A give to Smith out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
955.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Here's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Mike Daniels able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go,
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. 6 yards. Ball shot.
You gonna see me?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 53. Hot seven. Check 53.
Prescott yet again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
We're going to 53.
Get out the field, defense.
Deuce. Hey, kill. Rotate. Then we're going to 53.
Check 43.
26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Hey, kill.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.